currency flowing better than fluently. A man told me my years ain't match my wisdom, my camera.
Part 1. Where this all began. Finding God through Melee. There are moments in a man's life that define him. Moments so powerful, they don't fade. They live inside you. For me, one of those moments happened to me on my 11th birthday. My father placed a Nintendo GameCube in my hands. Coming back from Rhode Island, driving back to Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, we stopped at a Walmart, and with it, a copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. That night, I stayed up playing until sunlight, and the feeling, it was like looking for God and finding him, because at that moment, at 11 years old, I received exactly what I wanted: joy, fulfillment, purpose. The opening cinematic felt prophetic. The music struck my heart. The gameplay was explosive, alive. It became one of the happiest moments of my entire life, on the same tier as sacred milestones, like losing my virginity. Melee shaped me. I became known as one of the greatest Link players ever. I sharpened myself through Sakurai's design philosophy, a man whose influence on my life rivals even Shigeru Miyamoto. 2 decades later, Masahiro Sakurai would do it again. Part 2. Matches of War. The Road to the Rainbow Circle. Kirby Air Riders on the Nintendo Switch 2 is not nostalgia. It's not a lazy remake. It's a rebirth, a spiritual successor to the original Air Ride, and a cousin to Melee. Fast, unforgiving, expressive, alive. In online, it becomes warfare. By the time I recorded this, I had raced nearly 1,000 matches online, climbing the class system, starting in red class, the red triangle, ranking up through orange, the orange square, then the other colors and shapes in between, until finally reaching the rainbow circle, rainbow class, the absolute top. From red triangle to rainbow circle, let's talk math. The raw probability in a 6-player race, if everything was pure luck, your chance of winning any given race is 1 in 6 equals 16.7%. Across 1,000 online races, I'm winning roughly 70% of my matches, if not more. That's more than 4 times the expected win rate if this were random. The odds of maintaining a 70% win rate over that many races by accident is basically 0. This isn't luck, and mastery in Kirby Air Riders requires track knowledge, line precision, drift timing, shortcut exploitation, enemy and item cycles, star physics, character traits, drafting IQ, matchup specific counterplay. Every opponent changes the battlefield. Every star type rewrites the rules. Every race is chess at 300 miles per hour. Part 3. The Formula Star, where eagles fly alone. To understand my dominance, you must understand my weapon. Magalore riding the Formula Star. A rare combination, a terrifying combination, a combination almost nobody else touches, especially before you reach the rainbow circle, because the Formula Star is the most unforgiving machine in the game. Highest potential speed, lowest margin for error, one crash, one bad angle, one wall tap, and your race can be over. You must be perfect almost all the time, but once mastered, it becomes a blade sharper than anything else on the track. I say this with full confidence. I am the best Formula Star driver alive, but you cannot master this machine without mastering drafting. Stick your machine inside the blue substream behind another racer, follow their racing line precisely, and you get a slingshot boost that can rival or exceed your own boost dash or ultimate. Drafting against strong players elevates your own ceiling. Drafting against weak players, you'll just win. It's the heart of comebacks, but at the highest level, you might only get one grace from God per race, if that. Part 4. Mario Kart is a party, Kirby is a hunt. People always compare it to Mario Kart, so let's address it. In my opinion, Mario Kart World is the greatest Mario Kart ever made, even compared to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And if my friends are over, If people are just chilling in the living room, I'd rather boot up Mario Kart World every time, because Mario Kart is a party. You could just pick up the game for the first time, not know the tracks, not know the items, not know the tech, and still place top 5, sometimes even win. It rewards skill, sure, but it also does a beautiful job of including everyone, even people who don't play games, even women who just want to have fun and vibe. Everybody gets to feel something. Kirby Air Ride is different. Kirby Air Ride is where eagles fly alone. The skill gaps are brutal. The gap between a total beginner and a novice ranked player is huge. The gap between a novice and an elite is the difference between a small background bird in the ecosystem and a full-grown eagle. Despite the cute, child-friendly aesthetic, Kirby Air Riders is one of the most unforgiving racing games I've ever played. On the way up from the red triangle to the rainbow circle, you will sometimes be higher class players because your character plus machine combo fits the track better. But over time, patterns show. Across 1,000 matches, I can count on one hand how many times I've lost on Nebula Belt. And those losses only happened because I was on autopilot, seeing how reckless I could be while still tormenting the entire lobby. When I'm locked in, Nebula Belt is my territory. Formula Star makes it almost impossible for anyone without it to overtake me there, assuming I respect the machine. Other stages, like the returning sand track, gave me problems for a long time, but even there, once I truly understood the mechanics, even simple things like how the switches worked on every stage, which I embarrassingly learned after hitting Rainbow class, I climbed. Yes, I literally reached the Rainbow Circle before I properly understood how all the switches work.
No way!
Kirby Air Riders is not a cozy party game. It's a race to see who is actually the fastest. At full speed, this game is gorgeous. The sound, the color, the movement, the music, it's like flying through a painting with a knife in your hand. Part 4, Identity, Style, and the One True Machine. My journey picking a main in Kirby Air Riders mirrors how I approach games and life. In real life, I'm polygynous with women, but in games, I'm monogamous. I commit. In Smash Bros, I've had fun with many characters, but I always come to link my favorite video game character of all time. In Pokemon, I build teams around shiny dragon Pokemon, or shinies in general. I peaked the top 40 on the Sword and Shield ladder, and top 80 is Scarlet and Violet, using teams built around shiny pseudo-legendary dragons and vibes first, meta second. I don't chase the meta, I define my lane inside it. I didn't know who to main. I started with Kirby and the basic star, switched to Rosie because I liked her hover, it gave me time to think mid-air, tried a little city trial, tried Jetstar, too slow for what I wanted, Rocket Star, not what I expected, then I saw it. Someone winning on a difficult stage using Rick on the Formula Star. The Formula Star always fascinated me in the original game, but I never really put in the reps. But I finally committed to it in this game. It exposed me. I crashed a lot, I missed lines, I lost consistently. I had to accept the hard truth. I wasn't losing because the game was chaotic. I was losing because I sucked. The second I owned that, my whole trajectory changed, figuratively and literally. I swapped Rick for Rosie for familiarity, eventually unlocked Magolor in Top Ride, and when I put Magolor on the Formula Star, I felt it. This is home. My lines got cleaner, my thinking got sharper. I started taking full accountability for every single input, every crash, every wall tap, every drift, every lost race. And what really satisfied me, even at higher ranks, it was rare to see another Magolor, even rare to see another Formula Star driver. I wasn't following what everyone else was doing. I was carving my own style. I became a hunter. I will lock onto higher ranked players in the lobby and make it my goal to break them, to be the reason that they never felt safe, even with a full lead. I would beat them less than tenths or 100th of a second if I had to. Plenty of times I have the receipts. Tracks I used to struggle on, I brought them to a heel. Nebula Belt, Nova, Fields, Checker Knights. Others took more time, Cybertron, Frozen, whatever they're called, the Sand Stage especially. But even there, if somebody was truly better than me, I could say, you might win this track, but you're not keeping me out of top 3. If I finished 6th, something catastrophic happened, or I was experimenting. When they added trial run before online races in a recent update, everyone leveled up and so did I. It did help knowing what to expect before you just got thrown into a track with the people you were racing with. Even now, I don't see myself abandoning the Formula Star. No other machine gives me the feeling that I want. Precision, punishment, perfection, speed, respect. Formula Star, that's my bleed. Final chapter, why this game feels holy. Even now, I still haven't finished Road Trip. I'm still a novice in City Trial. I barely touch Top Ride because online racing is my altar. It's where I go to feel alive, to feel sharp, to feel like the best version of myself, to feel at 34 what I felt when I first played Melee at 11. Like I was looking for God and actually found him. Every time I queued up, I learned something new. A new micro shortcut, a new drift angle, a new timing, a new way to shave off 0.01 seconds and make it real. It is a signature of Sakurai. It is the mark of a timeless competitive game. Kirby Air Riders is not a party, it's not chaos, it's a test of discipline, of pattern recognition, of execution under pressure, a test of who you are when there's nowhere to hide. And in that test, from the red triangle all the way up to the rainbow circle, with the Formula Star under me and the world watching, I know exactly who I am. I am the otherworldly final boss. I am the best Formula Star driver in the world. And Kirby Air Riders is the greatest competitive racing experience of my life.